Okay, good morning class. Before we proceed the next topic, so let us have a review the factoring quadratic equation by factoring. Okay, example, x squared equals 6x negative 8. Then this equation you have to change in the quadratic form of equation. That is x squared negative 6x. Then we have positive 8 is equal to 0. Then find the two factors of x squared negative 6x. Then positive 8 equals 0. So write two adjacent parentheses equals 0. Then the factor of x squared, x and x. Find the two factors of 8 whose sum is negative 6x. So we have here negative 4 and negative 2. So after that, equate the resulting factor to 0. So we have here x negative 4 equals 0. Then we have x negative 2 equals 0. Then we have the first element, x is equal to positive 4. Then the second element, we have here x equals positive 2. Then checking, we use the first element, the value of x is 4. Use the original equation, that is x squared equals 6x, then negative 8. So we have here x squared so 4 squared then equals 6, multiply it by 4, then we have negative 8. So the square of 4 is 16. Then we have 4 times 6, that is 24, then minus 8. So we have 16 is equal to 24 minus 8 is 16. So they are equal. Then in the second element, the value of x is 2. So we have x squared equals 6x negative 8. So the value of x is 2. 2 squared equals 6, multiply it by 2, then minus 8. So the square of 2 is 4. Then equals 2 times 6, that is 12, then minus 8. So 4 is equal to 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. So equals. Okay, our next topic is the quadratic equation. Solving quadratic equation by extracting the square root. An incomplete quadratic equation can be solved easily using what you have learned about the radicals. So that is by square root method. In solving quadratic equation by extracting the square root, we have the rules to be followed. Then rule number one, solve the equation for the square of the unknown number. Then for the rule number 2, find the square root of both members of the equation. For example, number 1, x squared negative 121 equals 0. Then first, we have to square both sides of the equation. So that is, so x squared, okay, the square root of x squared. Then we have negative is equal to the square root of negative 121. Okay, so the square root of x squared is equal to x. Then the square root of negative 121, that is positive and negative 11. So you might be confused why we have the side is positive, x and negative, positive and negative. So in the quadratic equation, we have two elements. So that is, the first element is positive 11, and we have the second element is negative 11. Okay, so example number 2, 3x squared negative 27 equals 0. So this example, you have to apply addition property of equality. So that is 3x squared negative 27 is equal to 0. To eliminate the positive or the numerical coefficient of x, just divide it by x squared is divided by 3. So that is 27 divided by 3. So that is x squared is equal to 27 divided by 3 is 9. So this is now the perfect square. Now that is x squared equals 9. Then after that, square both sides of the equation. So that is x squared is equal to, we have the square root of 9. Okay, the square root of x squared, that is x. Then we have the square root of 9 is 3. So the answer is x is equal to positive 3 and negative 3. So this is now our answer. Number 3 example, kx squared negative 49 equals 0. Okay, so square both sides of equation. Kx is equal to transpose negative 49, it becomes positive 49. Then after that, square both sides of the equation. So that is the square root of x squared is equal to the square root of 49. So the square root of x squared is x. Then the square root of 49 is 7. So the answer is x is equal to positive 7 and negative 7. So this is now the answer. For number 4 example, x squared negative 6 then equals 30. So first, you have to transpose negative 6 to the right side. So it becomes positive 6. So we have x squared is equal to, so 30 plus 6. Then x squared is equal to 30 plus 6, that is 36. So this is now the perfect square root. Okay, then square both sides of the equation. X, the square root of x squared is equal to the square root of 36. The square root of x squared is x. Then the square root of 36 is 6. So the answer is x is equal to positive 6 and negative 6. Okay, number 5 example. X squared negative 81 equals 0. So we have transpose negative 81 to the left side. Okay, so x squared is equal to positive 81. Then after that, square both sides of the equation. So that is the square root of x squared is equal to, we have the square root of 81. So the square root of x squared is x. Then the square root of 81 is 9. So the answer is x positive 9 and x negative 9.